after you got your setting, after you got your air pressure set, now it's time to set your rebound. When it comes from the factory, it's 12 clicks out. What we mean by that is when you crank this in as you're tightening a bolt to all the way till it bottoms out, you would count 12 clicks out. When you count 12 clicks out, that's the factory setting that we recommend to start with. Some of the features of the rebound adjustment is when the shock rebounds or when it springs back out, because it's built up all the force as it compresses by the air, it needs something to control that. So as you're hitting bumps and it feels like the sled is springing up too much in the front, we would suggest to slow the rebound down. And how you would do that would be like tightening a bolt or tightening the rebound knob. And I would recommend to do like 2 or 3 clicks at a time so you can feel the difference. Don't do one. A lot of people, unless you get really familiar with it, you won't be able to tell the difference at first. But then once you get more familiar with it, you'll be able to notice the adjustment a lot more. Now let's move on to the compression adjuster. This is a low speed adjustment on your Float X Evol. The main function of that is compression, when the shock is compressed. The idea behind that is it has 20 clicks in it. When it comes from the factory, it's set on 12. When we call that 12, we call it from fully closed. So when you take your adjuster and you go all the way closed, as you're tightening a bolt, it would be at 12 clicks out. So now that this one is all the way bottomed out, I would count out 12. 12 turns, and that's where it should be set at the factory settings. Some of the features and what that does is, as you stiffen the compression adjuster, it'll make it a harsher ride or stiffer, meaning when you're going to a corner, it'll be less roll in the corner. On the small bumps, it'll be a little bit stiffer or harsher feeling, chattery in the handlebars. To soften that up or to give you a better ride, maybe a little bit of roll in the corner for some situations, you would soften up the compression adjuster. And by doing that is by loosening, like loosening a bolt, is you would crank it out, and that will soften up your shock absorber. Again, that would be done for small bumps, roll in the corner, those kind of situations. This adjustment is not done for usually big bumps, it's more done for small bumps and roll in the corner.